Hello everybody, and welcome to a little news update. It seems that the Stikbot Advent Calendar for 2024 has finally been revealed. Typically this would happen in August, but we're at the end of July and this has just come up, so it's not currently available, so you can't order it yet, I don't think, but it should come out any time between August and September. So here is a look at it. We're going to take an in-depth look at everything now. So this is what the box looks like. It looks a bit chunkier than usual. I'm guessing it's probably going to be a bit smaller in terms of like height and width compared to the previous calendars that we have, because it folds outwards, so it's going to be a lot wider. This is probably going to be kind of annoying for me to do my shorts with, because its shorts are vertical and this is going to be a bit of a challenge to frame it all properly. But yeah, that's what the exterior looks like. It's green instead of the previous one. I think the first year it was red, the second year it was blue, and this year we've got green. So we've still got similar decorations, it looks like, with the bells, the Stikbot bauble things, and the Stikbot wearing the Santa hat there. But it looks like they've just changed how the exterior works, so they've made it fold out. Let's now look at the Stikbots that you get inside. The first Stikbot that we can see here, if we go from left to right, is an all-new Santabot. Santabot did appear in last year's Advent Calendar, and also in the Christmas pack from last year, but this one is slightly different because it's a translucent red colour, for one, and also he has a blue head, which is different. In the 2023 Advent Calendar, he had a gold head, and in the Christmas pack thing, it was an all-red Stikbot. The most notable difference, you might say, is that he appears to have the body of a gorilla, having that special gorilla torso, as well as having shorter legs. I like the idea of the gorilla torso because it does do a better job at replicating the larger frame of the traditional Santa character, whereas older iterations of the Stick Santa were just normal Stikbots. So perhaps this is a more of a lore accurate Santa bot, I guess. What I don't necessarily like about the use of the gorilla is the stumpy legs. I don't know why they couldn't have just had normal Stikbot legs, because I feel like this makes Santa a little bit shorter than a normal person is. I'm not sure why they just kept the everything but the head as a gorilla. To be honest, I kind of think it would work better if Santa had normal legs. But you can see we still do have some printing going on here. So we've got Santabot here. To his right, we have an updated snowman. This character also did appear in last year's Christmas pack. This year, it's slightly different because, again, this is a translucent Stikbot. The same kind of colour scheme going on. It's the same mould and everything. The brown arms and the white body. I'm not going to say this is a clear Stikbot, because to me, in this image at least, it kind of looks a little bit cloudy. So I'm not sure if it could be like a different kind of translucent white colour. That would be cool. But I can't really tell from this early image, so I guess I'll just call it clear right now. But other than that, it looks quite the same as the Christmas pack snowman. Continuing with the, I guess, revamped Christmas pack characters, we've got another gingerbread man here. In last year's Christmas pack, the gingerbread people were Stikbot Juniors, with this kind of goldish kind of colour. This year, it's a similar sort of thing with the same colour going on, similar kind of printing, like as you can see on the arms and legs, he's got the icing on his sort of like the cuff area, and he also has buttons on his torso. The main difference here is that instead of being a Stikbot Junior, this is a full-size normal Stikbot. So this will be the first time we've seen a Stikbot in this colour. I do really want them to release like an unprinted regular Stikbot with this colour, because it is a really cool colour. Who knows, with the way Stikbot have been releasing new colours in like dual packs for the last year, they've done so many of that, it's possible. Another recurring character from the Christmas pack is this reindeer. However, this isn't an ordinary reindeer, it's a golden reindeer, but it's also Rudolph, apparently, as you can see from the red on his nose there. If I'm being nitpicky, I would maybe say the nose should be up a little bit, sort of maybe just below the reins there, like on the front of the face. I just feel like that's too low for the shiny nose. But other than that, a golden reindeer is really cool. Moving on from the Christmas packs revamps, I guess, we now have two-tone Stikbots, I think is what they've called them in this Amazon thing. One of them is like a mixture between red and this interesting mint color. I think it's different to the normal green. But it's interesting because we've never seen this kind of mixed color Stikbot before. We've got like one side of the Stikbot's leg is this mint green color, and then on the other side of that same bit, it's red. It's a really interesting thing because like you could line up all the red pieces and have him be completely red on one side and then completely mint green on the other side. It's gonna be really wacky. There is another one of the same kind of style, but it's a translucent red and green. It's nice that they've done like one solid color and one translucent color of this new style, and I like that they've become a bit more experimental with this because it's not something we've really seen before. And I actually really like it. Oddly, I think it works, especially the solid color. Here's another look at the reindeer, by the way. As you can see, it's a shiny gold rather than the more recent iterations of the golden metalbot style, which isn't really that metallic at all. So I'm glad they've done that as well. The next thing we've got to look at is these two Stikbot Juniors. As you can see, the one on the left is an olive green Metalbot Junior, obviously based off of the Metalbot dual pack that came out, I think maybe around a year ago at this point. Maybe one day we'll see a Stikbot Junior metal eggplant, because I would really like to see that. I think it's one of my favourite Metalbot colours so far. And secondly, a slightly more unusual Stikbot Junior is this little elfie Stikbot here. It's a translucent Stikbot Junior in a translucent blue colour. As you can see, he's got these cool like elf ears. Next we have to look at these interesting creatures. One of them is a snowy monster, possibly a yeti or like Bigfoot or something like that. It's pretty much just a gorilla, but like slightly retextured and recolored in a solid white color with I think green, like a lime green strings, and he has printing on the front of the chest right there, but also blue eyes and a sort of toothy mouth. He's got a friend, which looks to be a stick polar bear. If this is included in the set, this would be pretty big for fanbots because we've waited a very long time. I think they initially teased like bears or polar bears 8 years ago, maybe. It never ended up happening, obviously, and we ended up getting the stick panda out of that. And we've waited patiently for the stick bear or the stick polar bear to come around all this time, and now all of a sudden, here it is in the 2024 advent calendar. So it's really cool if this is included in the set. But the reason I'm saying if is because if you look at the other images, he doesn't appear anywhere. Every other character in the set is included in this image here. That's 9 Stikbots. But the polar bear here makes 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's even more upsetting is this image here has some text on the top that says 9 exclusive Christmas Stikbots. So that's what makes me think maybe the polar bear isn't actually in this set. But if he isn't, I'm not sure why they would include him in this image. Perhaps this was initially going to be available in the set, but they removed it shortly afterwards. I do hope we see him appear at some point, either as like a single pack or something, I don't know. Because I really do want to see a stick polar bear. So that's all of our Stikbots. Now we're going to take a look at the action pack items, because as always, there are a bunch of action pack things included in this set too. The first thing we've got going on here is one of the 2 monster action packs from Series 4. This one is the Goblin action pack, where you've got the little hand axe thing, the sticky staff thing, this saw, a bow, a cutlass and a knife, as well as a shield, a helmet that fits a goblin, and a scythe, all in a brown colour, which is great for me because I have this exact action pack in an all silver colour from the medieval pack, which was something that happened in 2022, I think. We have the Aquafang action pack from the same series, which contains this spring trap here, a headstone, a piece of seaweed, that is supposed to be a chest, I think, a knife, a key, this relic thing, I don't really know what it is, a fish, a chalice or goblet type cup thing, a trident, and what I believe to be 2 flippers, but I could be wrong on that. We have another action pack, which is the hair pack, but in green. Now this contains, I think, all the hair pieces from the Series 2 hair pack in an all green colour. So we've got the hat here, the baseball cap, the dad hair, the bald patch, the beard, the mohawk, the messy, messed up hair, the beehive, the Medusa hair, the Princess Leia hair, you could say, and the pigtails right there. And then we have another action pack. We've got the lifestyle action pack in an all orange colour, a boombox right there, we've got a basketball, a flashlight, some sunglasses, drinks cup, a camera, a hot dog, there's a phone, there's a clipperboard, there's a backpack, and a skateboard. But that's not even all the action pack items we have. We also have these 3 things from the Christmas pack last year, which includes a candy cane and 2 Christmas presents, one small and one slightly larger. These come with what looks like, I think, 6 hand clips. I think that's what these are supposed to be. I'm not sure. I feel like 6 hand clips might not really be enough. That doesn't seem like a great deal when you consider the fact that there are like 4 different action packs here, plus these 3. So there's quite a lot of accessories here, but only 6 hand clips. Doesn't seem like a lot. But then we move on to some of the collectible items. We have this Bank of Zintanica bot coin in a gold colour, and then we have a second one in a silver colour. I've wanted another Stikbot coin since I think they did the first one in the 2022 advent calendar. And that was my favourite gift in any advent calendar because it was, I don't know, it's so cool to look at and I love I don't know, it was such an interesting collectible. So to get 2 more coins is absolutely awesome to me. Then we have these 2 key rings to continue the tradition of last year, where we got 2 Zintanica characters. I think last year we got Valor and Raise Oni, I think. This year, our keyring heroes include Dominus and Bolt. Finally, to finish off the advent calendar, we get 2 stickers. One of them is Dr. Nevermore, and the second is Merc. So those are cool. I personally probably wouldn't use that, to be honest. Now that we've seen everything you get in this advent calendar, I thought it would be a great idea if we compared that with some of the previous advent calendar content that we had. So here's a look at last year's advent calendar. As you can see, it's a bit sort of thinner and taller and it doesn't have the foldy bit. So this is what the design looked like for the last 2 years. In terms of the content, we got 10 Stikbots, so roughly a similar number of Stikbots last year. Again, these were mostly like exclusives where we got printed Stikbots and stuff. We also got 2 stick pets though, so those weren't exclusives. 2 completely new colours, which is interesting. So we get the same amount of Stikbots in it, but we get less action pack content. The last 2 years we've got 2 action packs. Last year we got the French with Fred action pack and the weapons pack, and then we got a bunch of collectible things. About 12 things. None of them were really that great in my opinion, except for the keyrings and the badges. Those were my favourite things. Other stuff like the bookmark, the rubber, the stickers and the tape weren't really my kind of thing. I feel like that was more aimed towards children. The keyrings and the badges were definitely a highlight. And then in last year, in the 2022 one, the original, we got 15 Stikbots, which is more than we have in subsequent advent calendars. We got 2 action packs, the weapons pack and the dino pack. and we got 5 exclusive collectibles with 2 badges, 2 keyrings, and 1 coin. So over the years, we've kind of increased on the number of collectible items, and we've gone down a little bit in the actual Stikbot side of things. But this year we've got a whole bunch of action pack items, which I think is amazing. I was not expecting this much action pack stuff. I quite like the green hair, because it's kind of Christmassy, kind of festive, kind of goofy, and it's just something slightly different to the originals. Yeah, it looks like we've got obviously a similar amount of stuff. It's not like they're going to get rid of things because they have 24 doors to fill. So value for money is probably going to be about the same as the previous 2 things, provided the cost is about the same. I believe the last 2 action packs have been relatively consistent in price, being about £45 to £50 or about $50. That's pretty much all there is to say about this. Yeah, this set looks really good. It's got a whole bunch of action pack stuff in it. It's got some really nice Stikbots coins I'm really hyped about, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys when I do those unboxing shorts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you plan on buying this or not, or what you think about any of the things that are included in the set, because I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Do all the good YouTube things. Make me happy, and I will see you later.